Hello everyone, Kevin Baylor, Alliance IT. Wanted to take a few minutes today to talk about a technology that's not brand new, but making more traction over the last couple years as industries, companies, and vendors all find ways to stay safe and secure, improve our security, and with the onslaught of work from home, hybrid work, we're going to talk about software-defined perimeter. SDP, another acronym that we won't remember or will get mixed up with 5 other things in 2 years. Software-defined perimeter. What's this going to do? It's going to most likely eventually replace VPN. So if you're using a VPN, you've got your corporate network here, you've got your servers. We're going to call this corporate servers. They're sitting out here. And they're protected by your firewall. Nobody's getting through that. And you're sitting over here on your home little PC, and normally you have a VPN, creates this private connection back into the office or your Starbucks or wherever you may be, and all your traffic goes back and forth between these two devices. You do your work and all is well. But what that does is it does open up the corporate network to all of this traffic coming back and forth. Potentially something infected on here may get across, again, depending on rules and policies over here. But it's more or less, it's wide open. So what do we want to do with an SDP? Well, we're still going to have our firewall. That's still going to protect you. You've still got your servers over here. This is good old corporate network. Maybe we even down here we have Azure. Up here we've got Office 365. So you've got all these entities that you can access. And over here you're still rocking and rolling on your PC, your laptop, your Surface, your iPad, your Mac, whatever it may be. But now instead of this VPN, when you connect, you're going to first connect here to this software-defined perimeter cloud. Once you connect into here, again, just software sitting on here, typically always on. You don't have to do anything, you don't have to think about it. But when you go to access your work applications, it's first going to stop here and find out what you have access to. It's not going to give you carte blanche access to the corporate network if you're not supposed to have it. If you're only supposed to access one little server sitting over here, that's all you're going to get access to. This might have a full tunnel going back and forth, but depending on what you are allowed to get to, that's all you're going to access. When you come here, if you're not allowed to access 365, it's not going to let you. You're not going to get to it. If you're not allowed to access Azure, you're not going to get to it. This here software-defined parameter is that additional layer for corporate IT and IT service providers to help ensure that end users, employees, remote workers are only accessing what they really need to access. It helps mitigate any additional intrusions coming into here. Again, the firewall has a direct link back into the software-defined perimeter, and whatever policies in here are going to control that access. Maybe from a PC, you're allowed to have full access back to the corporate network. But from your mobile phone, you're only allowed to get access up to Office 365. So this software-defined perimeter is, again, going to look at your user, going to look at the device you're coming from, potentially what region you're coming from. These are all going to be driven by the policies that are in the SDP solution. Takes a little extra management, may affect some onboarding of employees because you got a few extra processes to go through, but is greatly increasing your corporate security, preventing data loss, preventing theft of intellectual property, and really controlling how people access it and where they access it from. Kevin Baylor, have a great day.